Dear friends, hello. Today I want to talk to you about the healing light of Jesus, a light that illuminates our souls, heals our bodies, and brings miracles into our lives. When we go through hard times, struggle with illnesses, or feel overwhelmed by hopelessness, there is a power that lifts us up and brings peace to our hearts. His endless love and mercy, this light, has healed people for centuries, guided lost souls, and opened doors of hope even in the darkest moments. Some people do not believe in miracles, but for those who believe, miracles are real. Signs are everywhere for those who choose to see them. The miracles written in the Bible are not just stories from the past, they are still happening. Today in our lives, Jesus, light and love, continue to heal everyone who believes in him. Jesus said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." John 8:12. Those who walk in his light experience healing and spiritual awakening in its purest form. Miracles still happen today. Throughout history, science and medicine have made great advancements in understanding and treating diseases, but some healings defy all medical explanation, and even doctors have no choice but to call them miracles. Here are some cases from America that science cannot explain. There was a woman who was diagnosed with a terminal illness. Doctors told her there was nothing more they could do, but she never lost faith. She prayed every day, feeling the healing light of Jesus in her heart. While in the hospital, doctors had given up hope, but she never did. And then one day, when the final tests were done, doctors were shocked. The disease had completely disappeared. Scientists could not explain it, but she knew the truth. This was the healing power of Jesus. In another case, a young man was involved in a severe car accident. Doctors said, if he survives, he will never walk again. But his family and friends prayed for him. They called upon Jesus' light, asking for his miraculous touch, and one morning, the impossible happened. This young man, who was supposed to be paralyzed for life, stood up and walked. The Bible's miracles are still happening today. The Bible tells us about the people Jesus healed. These are not just stories from the past, they are reflections of the miracles still happening today. There was a man who was born blind. He spent his entire life in darkness. He never saw the sun, the stars, or even his family's faces. But Jesus came to him, touched his eyes, and said, "Because of your faith, your eyes have been opened." Mark 10:52. At that moment, his world changed. He opened his eyes and saw light for the first time. Just like this man, many people today live not just with physical blindness, but with spiritual blindness. But the touch of Jesus not only opens eyes, it opens hearts. Remember the story of Lazarus. He had been dead for 4 days. Everyone believed he was gone forever, but Jesus stood before his tomb and called out loudly, "Lazarus, come out!" John 11:43. At that moment, death was defeated. Today, many people feel lost in hopelessness. But just as Jesus called to Lazarus, he calls to us to stand up, be born again, accept my light, from darkness to light. The healing power of Jesus is not only for physical illnesses, it also heals the wounds of the soul. Maybe right now, you feel empty inside. Maybe you are searching for meaning, trying to find a way out. Remember, he is with you even in the darkest night. Peter, one of Jesus' disciples, once doubted and felt fear, but Jesus took his hand and said, "Do not be afraid, only believe." Mark 5:36. And truly, those who believe in Jesus' love can overcome any fear he brings. Peace to the most lost souls. A man was going through the toughest time in his life. He struggled with financial problems, family issues, and depression. He felt hopeless. But one night, he prayed with all his heart. "God, do you hear me?" he asked. In that moment, he felt a warmth fill his soul. He had not just prayed, he had believed. And the next morning, he woke up feeling lighter. His problems were not immediately solved, but he no longer felt afraid because he had felt the light of Jesus. Jesus' healing can reach you today. Maybe you're wondering right now, can I feel this light too? The answer is simple, yes. Jesus came to heal not just a select few, but everyone, he said. Whoever comes to me, I will never turn away. John 6:37. When you turn to him, you will see how your inner world changes. You will discover the power of healing, forgiveness and love. Illnesses, struggles, hopelessness, life is full of them. But remember, the light of Jesus is always with us. No matter how deep the darkness, he is here to ignite a spark of hope in our hearts. Believe and witness the miracles. The stories shared today are just a few examples. But around the world, thousands of miracles happen every day in the lives of those who believe in him. Science may struggle to explain them, but faith has known them from the beginning. Because the greatest healing comes from love itself. And Jesus is love. So, dear friends, never lose hope. Believe in him, feel his light, and open your life to the miracles awaiting you. Because no matter what happens, he is always with us.